guys, it's Bryony. Welcome back to my channel. First of all, please excuse the hideous noise going on outside the window, but I have a very short period of time that I can film this video today, and I'm just so excited to finally announce that I have published a children's book. So this came around basically because when I was trying to buy books for my kids' room, I was struggling to find the kind of diversity in books that I was looking for. So during lockdown, when I was kind of bored and we all had nothing to do for the most part, I had some free time and I decided to give it a go at writing one. And then I found an amazing illustrator called Lizzy, whose stuff I will link down below. You have to check her out. She's an incredible illustrator. And she did some amazing illustrations for this book, which is so cool. And that was when I decided to try and see if I could get it published, self-published in a way that other people could purchase it if they felt the story would be beneficial to their own kids, whether they're kids that you have yourself or kids that you work with. And yeah, it's turned out into this, and I'm so pleased and so proud to present it to you guys today. So I'm going to do a reading of it so you can see the full story and decide whether you think it would be suitable for yourselves. So thank you for watching, guys, and stick around. Sally's Amazing Chocolate Cake, written by Bryony Farmer and illustrated by Lizzy McKeaton. Sally was in the playground at school talking to her friends. Tomorrow it was Sally's turn to do show and tell. "What are you going to bring in for show and tell tomorrow?" asked her friend Hadassah. "A cake," said Sally. "I really love baking, so I'm going to talk about how cakes are made." "What flavour will it be?" asked Salim. "You'll have to wait and see," Sally said excitedly. At the end of the school day, Sally rushed over to her foster carer Sue, who Sally calls Mummy Sue. "Mummy Sue," she said excitedly, "I can't wait to start baking my cake for tomorrow." We'd better go and buy the ingredients then, hadn't we?" said Mummy Sue. "Yes, especially the special ingredients," Sally said, beaming. "Of course," Mummy Sue said, laughing. At the supermarket, Sally helped Mummy Sue pick out all the ingredients for the cake recipe. "Don't forget the special ingredients," said Sally. "We need chocolate." Sally had decided she wanted to bake a chocolate cake. "No, we definitely don't want to forget that," said Mummy Sue. "But we actually need cocoa powder to make the cake taste chocolatey, and we'll use the chocolate for the icing." "Oh, I didn't know that," said Sally. "We better get that too." Once they were back home, Sally and her Mummy Sue got started on baking the cake. "Oops, the flour went all over the table," said Sally. "That's okay," said Mummy Sue. "We can clean it up when we finish mixing everything together." Sally helped Mummy Sue scrape all the cake mix into the cake tin. Then she licked the spoon when they were done, just to check it tasted okay, of course. Mummy Sue put the cake in the oven and then set the timer. When the timer went ding, 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 Sally knew the cake had finished baking. "Mummy Sue," she called, "it's ready." Sally watched while Mummy Sue took the cake out of the hot oven. "Now we need to let it cool down before we ice it," Mummy Sue told Sally. After the cake had cooled down, Sally helped Mummy Sue ice the cake and did a little more taste testing with the icing. "I think it's all ready for tomorrow," Sally said excitedly. The next morning, Sally was eager to get to school. "I can't wait to show everyone my chocolate cake," said Sally excitedly, as Mummy Sue helped her get ready for school. "I've put it by the door ready to go, because we don't want to forget it, do we?" Mummy Sue asked. "No," said Sally. She had worked really hard to bake that cake. At school, Mummy Sue handed the cake box over to Sally's teacher to keep it until it was time for show and tell. "Did you bring in your cake, Sally?" asked her friend Salim. "Yes," said Sally. "Mummy Sue and I baked it together last night, so it will be super yummy." "Awesome," said Salim. Sally's other friends, Polly, Hadassah and Ben, were also excited. When it was show and tell time, Sally stood at the front of the class and told them all about how cakes are made. Then, of course, it was time to test it. "Yum, this tastes amazing," said Polly. "Thank you," said Sally. "That's because I made it especially for today." Everyone agreed it was a very tasty cake, and Sally felt very proud of herself for baking it. "Did you have a good day?" asked Mummy Sue. "It was the best day ever," Sally stated, "and everyone loved my cake too." "That's wonderful," said Mummy Sue. Then she and Sally started walking home together, happily chatting as they went. The end. And then on the next page, there's a special little edition with Mummy Sue and Sally, and it says, "What is foster care?" In this story, Sally lives with her foster carer, Mummy Sue. Children sometimes live with foster carers when they can't live with their parents. There are many reasons why children might not be able to live with their parents and go to live with foster carers instead. Children who live with foster carers have not done anything wrong and have normal lives just like children who live with their parents. In this story, Sally chooses to call her foster carer Mummy Sue, but other children may call their foster carers just by their name or call them Mummy or Daddy. Children in care will choose what feels right for them to call their foster carers, and there is no right or wrong way to do it. And that is the end of the book.